Hi BL lovers, I'm Ned BL Guy and welcome back to another 5-minute review. Today we're reviewing the BL drama Stay By My Side. Bushia is brought up by his grandfather, who is a spiritual medium. After his grandfather's funeral, he finds himself hearing voices murmur in his ears now and then. He thinks he's suffering from hallucinations and is ready to seek medical treatment, but is surprised to find that the voices in his ears, like a Dolby Stereo, are the voices of ghosts. He is as dumbfounded as if he has just received a vaccination. Jiangqi is Bushia's roommate and excels in both sports and academics. When Bushia finds out that the more he gets in touch with Jiangqi, the more he doesn't hear any ghostly voice, he starts to find ways to approach Jiangqi. Is it because of Jiangqi's charm? The more Jiangqi knows, the more confused he becomes. Stay By My Side is a Taiwanese BL drama with 10 episodes, roughly around 20 minutes per episode. Our two main leads are being played by, and I apologize if I butcher their names, Hong Wei-she and Yang Yi-xuan. One review says, "Ghosts playing matchmakers. It was a fun ride for sure. I think the cinematography is beautiful. I really like the filming locations. The OST was very catchy as well, and I think the plot was well written. Things connected right and made sense. The recurring characters had some sense of purpose which pushed the story forward in one way or the other. The comedic aspects are nicely incorporated and fit in well with the plot. To be honest, at some point the ghosts appear to be good wing people. Whenever they annoyed or scared poor Bushia enough, he would run to Jiangqi. And while I do agree that the idea that he only wants him close to keep the voice out of his head is problematic, they do address this problem and I think that's important. Communication makes things easier. Too bad it's not Bushia's strong point. Jiangqi and Bushia, the two are adorable together. They seem to be quite different from one another, but they still make a great pairing. Bushia might not be the best academically and can be quite awkward at times, but he is still a cutie. He's afraid of ghosts, or at least afraid of ghosts trying to get them to do their bidding. Jiangqi is both smart and athletic, but he is also confident and goes after what he wants. And that's Bushia. They start as enemies, but things quickly make a turn for the better. The two face plenty of troubles, but I do think they balance each other nicely. The two actors did amazingly and had great chemistry as well. Now getting to my own personal opinion, I freaking enjoyed this show so much. I did not expect to enjoy it this much when I just went in blindly to it, and I did went into this blindly, so the whole ghost aspect kind of threw me off a little bit. It did kind of scary a little bit. Like, I did watch the show like with earphones on, so when the first time Bushia started hearing ghost voices, I was like, what the hell is happening? I was really freaking scared at that moment. I really hate horror stuff. But yeah, very nice unexpected thing that happened. I did not expect the story at all, but hey, really enjoyed it. Episode 1, I feel like with a lot of shows these days, episode 1 is just kind of very boring to me. So I know it's necessary because like we get introduced to the characters and we found out like what's actually gonna start happening into the show. It's very important, but I usually watch those episodes like on maybe 2 times, 1.5 times the speed, just to like get through it and so that I can get into the show, because I really find it tough to get into new shows. The same with this one. The episode 1 was pretty long, or it felt long actually to me, but after it took a little couple episodes, like episode 1 and 2. But as soon as we hit like episode 3, 4, 5 onward from there, I really started enjoying it. It was a really good show. The chemistry between the two actors are oh my god, it's so entertaining. Like the constant little kisses, the cuddling, like they just seem so natural. Let me put it like that. It just seems so natural that I was literally like, oh, just look at these two. Like it could be like a normal couple I just see down the street, you know. I love the enemies to lovers aspect of it all. It did kind of change a little bit quickly to me, but again, it was quite a short series. Like it didn't really have a long run time in terms of time, minutes per episode. So I couldn't really blame them for that. They had to do what they had to do with the little time that they had. So I'm okay with that. Kudos with that. This thing of other people constantly shipping them together, I don't really know how I feel about that. I mean, what if like the other one wasn't really interested, or maybe was straight or something like that. It just could have made things a little bit awkward between them. Again, a lot of people or some people might not have cared about it. Like if they were in those shoes, it was just like, oh, people think we would be a cute couple together, how funny. Like some people could take it as a joke, and that's totally fine. But just like people started sharing it like across the whole campus, and like everybody started discussing them. Like, okay, that was a little bit too far for me, you know. Like, and they had to constantly be surrounded by that, everybody asking them. So like that kind of made it a little bit worse for me. But yeah, and the last thing I think I kind of sort of had a problem with was just like how long Bushia took to like just come clean. He didn't even come clean technically. His sister did it for him. So yeah, like dude, just like tell him already. Like, I don't know, that kind of just annoyed me for a long time. But yeah, that was my personal opinion. Now getting to my rating for story. I really did enjoy this. I don't think I've seen a story plot like this, like with him hearing ghosts or stuff like that. I don't think I've seen something like this before, so I applaud them for that. The enemies to lovers thing was kind of like, it's a classic for a reason, so yeah, it was pretty good. So for story, I think I give an 8 out of 10. For acting, I really think they did a great job. I honestly do. They were pretty funny as well, like the comedic moments were so good. So for acting, I'd give a 9 out of 10. Yeah. Music, let's stick with an 8 out of 10 too. It was good, wasn't great, not very memorable, but I still enjoyed it and I felt like it fit perfectly with the show, so it deserves the 8. And for rewatch value, I think I'd give let's stick with a 7 out of 10. I could see myself rewatching this. So yeah, that was my overall rating for Stay By My Side. The amount of times I was like giggling and kicking my feet watching this show is just, it's insane. Like, they were just so freaking adorable. Okay, I forgot about this part where he just like kissed him without his consent, just like randomly. I didn't really like that. Like, he was very rough at a couple of points, which kind of put me off now that I'm thinking about that. But other than that, they were so freaking cute. The romantic moments, the little cheek squeezes, the nose Eskimo kisses, like everything about that just made me giggle.